Unit 2, Lesson 5, Solving Percent Problems. So we saw in Unit 2, Lesson 4, some information about percent, how we can find the percent. Now we're gonna go deeper with some problems. So the first problem is saying in 2004, the cost to join a gym was $169. In 2005, the cost was 7% more. How much did it cost to join in 2005? Actually, for this kind of problem, we have two strategies or two methods to solve the problem. I'm going to show you the first one, then I'm going to show you after that the second one, and see and make some comparison which is better or what the difference between method 1 and method 2. So I'm going to call this one method 1. And we'll see what the difference between this and the second one. So in 2004, the cost to join the gym was $169. In 2005, the cost was 7% more. So if I'm going to talk about 2004, the cost is $169. In 2005, there is 7% more, which means I have to calculate this 7% more. So to calculate the 7%, we are saying we transfer the 7% to a decimal. So 7 over 100 times the original price, which is 169. Or we can transfer this fraction to a decimal, so we will say 0.07 times 169. So I'm going to use my calculator. The 7% of 169, 169 times 0.07 equal $11.83. $11.83. So this is step 1 to find the 7% more. Now, to find the total cost, I need to say C equal the 169 of 2004 plus the 7% more, which is 1183. So in this case, it's going to give me, again, the 83 cents as it is. 1 plus 9 is 10. I have 1, 7 and 1, 8, then $180 and 83 cents. As you can see, this is step number 2 to find the final answer, which is $180.83. What about method 2? So I will go to the same question and type method 2. Method 2. The same question. In 2004, I have 169. In 2005, I have 7% more. Let's calculate what the meaning of 7% more in 2005. So 2004, again, the cost is $169. In 2005, they are saying there is 7 more. What the meaning of 7 more? That means I have my 100% plus I have 7% more. That means I have what? I have 107% more. Why I have to use 2 steps as before? Why I don't jump to 107% right away? So I can transfer, and I can see the costs in 2005 is the 107% of the original price, 169 in 2004. So that means what? I transfer the 107% to a decimal. So it's going to be 1.07 times 169. So if I'm going to use my calculator, again, 169 times, this time is 107. 107%, which means 1.7 equal to 180.83. 180 83. And as you can see, I used only one step. Let's compare this answer with the other one. This is 180.83. If I go to the other one, it's 180.83. I used two steps. The first step, I found the 7% only, and after that I added to the original fare or the original cost in 2004, which is 169, to give me the 180. But here I jumped in one step only to calculate if I have 169, this was in 2004, why I don't jump right away to the total, the 100 and the 7%. And if you see here, this 107 means what? This 107 means it's composed of two things, the 1 and the 0.07. The 1 means the 100%, and the 0.07 means the 7%. If I add it together, I will get the 107%, or I can say 1.07. Both are correct. Another example, the price of a carton of milk in the school cafeteria increased from 95 cents to $1.25. What was the increase as a percent? So, in the school cafeteria, the price was 95 cents. And it increased to $1.25. So we need at least to know the difference. So the difference price is going to be 125 minus 95 cents. So 5 minus 5, 0. 12 minus 9 is 3. So as you can see, $0.3, which means 30 cents. This is the amount of the increase of the price. Now, we need to know the percentage. You have to ask yourself before you find the percentage. The percentage is related to the original price. What was the original price? The 95 cents or the 125? For sure, the 95 cents. So I need to find the percentage of the increase related to the 95 cents. So I'm going to say that means I have to divide 30 by 95 cents, multiply the value by 100. This will give me exactly the percentage of the increase. So I'm going to use the calculator. I will say 30 divide by 95, whatever I have, I multiply by 100, equal 31.5. To round the price, it's going to be 32%. So the increase is 32%. Now, is there any way to verify if my answer is correct? For sure, yes. I can say that I had something with 95 cents. I'm going to increase it by 32% and see the result. And if you remember, we found two methods. This method, method number 2, and method number 1. Method number 1, it will take 2 steps from me. Method 2, it will take only 1 step. So why I'm not using the method number 2 to have it in 1 step? I have something that it cost 95 cents. I multiply it by itself, which is 100%, and 32. That means 1.32% equal, and check. If I will get $1.25 or close to this, that means my answer is correct. So 95 cents, I multiply by something that it includes 100 and the increase rate, which is 32. So 1.32 equal exactly $1.25. So that means my job is correct. So here, if it's $1.25, that means I did a good job. And again, don't forget the 1.32, that means 100%, and the 32% together. Or you can say 1 plus 0.32 in form of decimal. So this is the way that you can do it in one step only, instead of doing 95 cents times 0.32, get the amount, add it to the 95 cents to get $1.25. We did it in one step only. Excellent. Let's see, this is about the increase. What about the decrease? Do we have another example as a decrease? Yes. At the same time, this cafeteria, to encourage students to eat healthy food, the price of green salad decreased from $2.50 to $1.95. Again, they want to encourage them, so that they increase the price to encourage the student to come and buy. What was this decrease as a percent? Again, we will think with this way. I had something with $2.50. It decreased by something to get $1.95. So the difference of price is 5 cents here to reach 2, and after that I have 50, that means 55 cents. Or I put it with this form, or I write 55 cents. Now I need a percentage. Again, I have to relate this number to the original. The original was what? The original was $2.50, not $1.95. So again, I will take the 55, I will divide it by 250, and I will time this number by 100 to get the percentage. Don't forget, this is $2.50. In this case, I have to transfer this again to the same value, 0.55, because I'm talking about dollar. So again, I will use my calculator. 0.55 divide by $2.50. The answer, I will get it in percentage. That means I multiply by 100%. It will give me 22%. That means the decrease value is 22%. Now I need to do verification, but be careful here, it's decrease. So I need to find, if I decrease the $2.50 by 22%, it will give me $1.95. If it's right, that means my calculation was correct. So where is the original price? Is $2.50. If you remember, now usually I multiply by something to give me the final answer. Here it's decrease by 22%. That means if I continue, what the meaning of decrease of 22%? That means I have something by 100% minus 22%. This is a decrease. So in this case, it's going to be the difference 78%, because 78 and 22 equal 100. So 78% is decrease. That means if I multiply $2.50, I will multiply by 0.78. Someone will tell me, wow, usually we have 1 point something. Now it's 0.78. Why? Because it decreased. This number that I'm gonna get, it has to be less than $2.50, which is right, it's decrease. So I will take my calculator and I will say the original price that I have is $2.50. So $2.50. I want multiplied by the 78%. I will get $1.95. That means all my work is correct. So my final answer here is $1.95. And actually this is correct if I compare it with $1.95. That means I did a good choice by saying the decrease percent is 22%. Now let's see the next example. Grady is 13 years old and 155 centimeters tall. His height at this age is about 90% of his height when he stops growing. Find Grady's height when he stops growing. And actually this question, it didn't ask me find the age. It's only about find how tall he reached when he stops growing. So how we can calculate this one? Again, I like the same strategy that I showed before. I will say 90% of his tall is 155 centimeter. This happened, and this is the result. 90% of his tall, it reached 155. But we need to know when he stops growing. The 100%, the total, is what? What was his tall? In this case, when you have three terms, we said we take the two terms that it's known, we multiply together, and we divide by the third one. So that means I will take 155, I multiply it by 100, I divide all of that by the 90. Now I can simplify 0 with the other 0, and I'm going to say that means 1550 when I multiply that by 10, divide by 9. So 1550 divide by 9 equal to 172.2. So that means this is the answer, 172.2, or I can round it to 172 to make it easier for myself, centimeter. That means if 90% equal to 155 centimeter, that means when it's 100%, when he stopped growing, he reached 172, which is correct for sure. As you can see, the amount has to increase. So this is how we can calculate his tall when he stops growing. I hope you understood this kind of problem, this type of problem of percent, and the next lesson is going to be Unit 2, Lesson 6. Thank you.